Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back. Another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. And we are deep into our Crockett Cup Tag Team Tournament, which we're doing something a little random. If you haven't watched already, which I don't know why you're watching episode 40-something of this if you haven't seen the previous episode. But anyways, we are doing a completely random tournament. So what that means is I'm not letting the game pick, because I'm not positive, I'm sure some of you guys would know better. I have a suspicion that the game weights the wins and losses, if you don't set it, based maybe on card level. I'm not 100% positive, but I have my suspicions on that. I want a completely random, crazy tournament. Who knows who will win? The winner of it will get a title shot at the NWA Tag Team Championship. So it's going to be a real crazy random thing. We got people from all across the local independent scene. Some real grab bag Island the Misfit Toys type shit. We just got everybody in here. So what's our big device that we're using? I'm using a big chunky coin, an official Elder Scrolls Oblivion Special Edition Imperial Septum. This thing is like really thick. It's going to make a good flipping coin, and we're literally going to flip a coin for each win. We let the game decide the first round, and I'm just suspicious that it's weighting things in an advantage. I want a little bit more chaos, and that's why we're bringing this sucker into the game. So we're going to flip it, and we're going to see what happens. So let's get into the game. Let's go ahead and take a look at our mail. We have some people, that we only have for a very limited time in here. So, like Angel Ortiz, Rory Gulak's upset about something. Will Ospreay had a grueling schedule. We can keep him protected. Rory wants to be have a little more momentum. That's possible because, as you guys remember, we just started a storyline where Rory is tag teaming with Tim Storm and kind of starting to build a little stable of Paul Pinky George III, like acolytes, little company men, yes men, if you will. So it's possible maybe Rory will get some wins, and possibly in this tournament because he is in there with Tim Storm. Who knows? The Starcade got a .02. That's actually a little bit better than we've been getting in the past. And Chase Owens doesn't get it, according to Raven. That's fine. No big deal. We did have our show, which got a C. It wasn't bad, actually. It's not too bad. 19,000 viewers on Hulu Plus, 1,200 in attendance. Still losing money, but overall, not a bad show. We're not losing that much money from the show itself. In fact, we're actually gaining more money. Well, maybe not. Ooh. I don't know. That's going to be tough. We're going to have to look at it. But we're moving momentum up. Every time we move some momentum going, every time we start moving up this chain, we get hit down with vacant titles and people leaving, and it's a nightmare. Our NWA has become an absolute train wreck. But let's see if we can get that train back on course. See if we can do something to hopefully right the wrongs here before it's too late. So I don't think we have any backstage stuff to deal with. So let's just move on to the booking, and hopefully everything goes okay in the meantime. Okay, the simming's over. We do got some mail. Some of these might be some shortlisting. So let's take a look here. No. Brody got a little bit more weight, bulking up his muscle mass. Good for him. WWE has left, or Wolfgang has left WWE. We finished 8th out of 9 in Great Lakes, 7 out of 8 in Mid-Atlantic. No, middle of the pack. Not great all around. Not last place, but yeah, not fantastic. We have 1 month left on the contract, Nick Aldis. We should make sure to extend that. We might as well go in there now and do that. Currently makes $16.55 per show. Okay, I want to keep you. And I kind of want to keep you at that level. So what about 1670 with hiring veto and never lower than upper mid Carter? Cool. He'll take it. Well, potentially. He might reject it. I don't think he will. I don't think the game allows rejection, which I kind of hope in 2020 they can come back with counter offers or something like that. That would be nice. And then none of this really matters. Wolfgang was loaned from NXT over to WWE. He did not leave. I think we have some people shortlisted just to see what's going on with them. Yep. So we have Starrcade tonight. Let's go. Man, we lost a lot of money last month. Where was that coming from? Probably workers. A lot of worker costs compared to other months. So we gotta keep it tight. So it's a new month. We're gonna book like 4 of the matches tonight, I think. Or maybe not. We'll look at it. Someone suggested maybe running a show, like a half-hour show. We might look at that too, and just running Starrcade short. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. I don't know. We got to get that money situation. I mean, Paul Picky George, I hear he's working on some money stuff, so maybe he'll have some cash infusion. But I would really like to get into some positives soon. We're really just losing money fast. Okay, we got some locker room incidents. All right, Chris Daniels and Brian Pillman. Daniels has been passing tips and psychology to protege Brian Pillman. Cool. That's good. Everyone seems to be pretty good. Hangman's like friends with everybody right now. And Sami Callihan hates Chuck Taylor. I wonder if we should just clear the air. Let's let people who's mad get that bonus. Could be worth it just to give them a little bit of a bump. What are you, Raven? What are you mad about? I almost feel like getting rid of Raven. He seems to be more trouble than he's worth when it comes to actually being our road agent. So Cody's still out injured, available for angles. Rhonda's still training for MMA fight. We're just paying her for nothing. Should just let her go. I want her to come back. Honestly, at this point, I tell you guys, I want her to come back so I don't have to vacate the title and just take it from her. Because the moment we got her here, we're paying her for nothing. She could have been a huge draw for us, but she's now training. I think she's did 2 MMA fights already. And is continuing to train for another one. It's getting ridiculous. It's not worth the money for the popularity rub when she's not even here. So maybe I'm just going to have her lose and then whatever. Give a huge rub to somebody else. And that might be fine. All right. Let's go ahead here. Let's see. We're going to have 900 fans. Far less than we've had before. So we are losing fans here. Harrah's Casino. Interesting. We've not been here before. Kind of want to see what this place is. So, yeah, it can fit 1,100. Yeah, this ain't bad. Kansas City. But, yeah, we are losing fans. Or at least we're getting less fans at these shows for Starrcade. Now, this is just Starrcade. It's the TV's taping, so it's not our pay-per-views, but it's not exactly what you want to see. So, show is meant to be run 60 minutes long. So we still need to do like 55 minutes. So we cannot do a 30-minute show. It's just out of the question. Now we can keep it tight. Now we are going to be doing some tag teams, and they're not really expensive. So why don't we look towards booking? Well, first of all, when's our pay-per-view? I can't look at the schedule. I don't remember whether it's the 3rd week or whether it's... I think we have 2 more Starrcades before the pay-per-view, I want to say. Maybe even more. It might be the 3rd week of every month. I don't remember. But we got some time. Either way. And the tournament's not going to be done until the pay-per-view after next, because there's 16 competitors, so it's going to take a while. So we're probably going to do 3 or 4. So let's go ahead and flip now. I got my secret list, which I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. And we're going to do, I think we're going to do 3 matches, because it'll be 3 and then I think 3 more. All right, so let's just look at the first match here. Heads, the name number 1 wins. Tails, name number 2 wins. Of course, that's completely useless because you guys don't see this, but I will see it. Ooh. Huh. All right. Let's do number 2. Huh. Okay. All right. We got it. I'm not going to tell you the results, but rather interesting. We're going to have to book this, and this tournament's going to get weird. You'll see why. All right, guys. I will see you on the next side of this as we go and book our episode of Starcade. All right, guys, we are back, and actually, the this funny thing is the coin. I thought it was going to be a little bit more dramatic than it was. This round, kind of unfolded how I would have booked it. To be honest, it's kind of weird. I thought one was going to be a real shakeup, but then I looked at it and the order was different. So we'll see, but right now it's not that dramatic, but who knows what's going to happen as we go down the line. Let's go ahead and watch this Starcade. So we start off with a promo from the Tag Team Champions themselves, the Cult of Josephus. It actually is pretty damn good. It's another backstage little rant at the camera, where all 3 of the lesser tier members of the Cult of Josephus, including the Tag Team Champions, Josephus himself and Sami Callihan, are kind of cutting little promos in and out. Very reminiscent, actually, to like a Shield style, the old Shield promos. All 3 of them getting little opportunities to talk. So it's a 10-minute promo. It's a pretty long one. And they're threatening the Crockett Cup winners, saying that nobody in the field is going to take their belt, that they have no idea they're not ready for them. They have no idea what's coming. They have no idea what ferocity they're going to hold this, because the cult needs control of the NWA. And they say that the darkness that we've warned you for has come and will fester and destroy this company from the inside. And only the cleansing light of the Cult of Josephus can cure it. And his light is the ultimate sanitizer. And we will disinfect the NWA of this vileness. None of you have what it takes. Only I do. So, announcing job at Billy Corgan's pretty weak. Got the crowd hotter, and Callahan's performance was fantastic. So, Callihan really shined in that routine and gave us a great rating. Yeah, wow. That's awesome. I mean, he's good on the mic. Icarus also surprisingly good stats on the mic. So I had all 3 of them kind of share a little bit mic work, and it looks like it paid off. Now I got to get them better in the ring. Ooh, speaking about being bad in the ring, this is the first of our tournament here. So we're still within all the first rounds. In fact, we still have a couple more matches in the first rounds, even after this. It's a pretty poor match, but the company men end up defeating Devastation Corporation in 10 minutes and 25 seconds when Rory Gulak defeats Max Smashmaster with an M. Bison. Tim Storm carried... Whoa, that is a... Ooh, that's... That feels weird to read. Tim Storm carried the match in terms of in-ring performance. Blaster McMassive and Max Smashmaster both debut. They get pretty good response from their gimmicks. Actually, they're not. They're about even. It's not that great. They were already hot. It was supposed to work the crowd match. Unfortunately, though, it ends up losing some heat for the Founders Clause, which both of these guys are in terms of the storyline. Yeah, it's not great. I actually had Rory dominate in the match. I figured he's complaining, and since we kind of brought other people from elsewhere in, there are morale issues. But she actually didn't have any morale issues about this. If they did have an issue, it wouldn't matter that much. But I wanted to give him some rub and have some successes with Tim Storm now that he's part of Pinky's army here, the company men. And these guys are performing their performance skills, which doesn't matter because we're not going to have them for much longer. But ultimately, they celebrate. They now move on from round one into the second round of the tournament. Second tournament match for round one is Zachary and Wentz versus EIFBO, which I keep on wanting to read as Eyebrow, which I think would be a better name, but that's what they are wrestling for in the Indies. I don't know what it stands for. Don't really care. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd and subpar wrestling, Xavier and Wentz defeated Eyebrow in 9 minutes by submission. Xavier carried the match and in-ring performance. They debuted their gimmicks. Zachary Wentz actually got a pretty good reveal for his debut, for his rating for his debut. Others are fine. Got the crowd hotter. It's not bad. Xavier, surprisingly good. 52. Interesting. We will keep that in mind. Maybe we'll keep you around. And then obviously they move on to the second round. And finally, we have the Throwbacks versus the Best Friends. This is the one I actually thought was going to be the crazy one because I flipped the tails and I thought the Throwbacks were in the second spot in my tournament bracket. But in fact, it was the Best Friends. So this would have been a hell of an upset, but end up actually being about normal. The Best Friends defeat the Throwbacks in 12 minutes when Chuck Taylor defeated Mark Angeletti by pinfall with an awful waffle. Hatfield was a weak link. And yeah, it's not bad. Got the crowd buzzing. It's a good match, actually. Pretty good final match of the night. Overall, they actually did pretty well, even though Dasher Hatfield's really weak. Mark's actually not that bad here. It's a lot better. And obviously Trent and Chuck are pretty similar, but not bad. So ultimately, the kind of probably the one of the favorites of round one, in fact, move up by sheer chance. I thought it was going to be a huge upset, but who knows what will happen in round two with them. And of course, this is them celebrating as they move up and go to round two. And finally, we have a really well-rated final promo where Dustin comes out to the ring to speak about Cody's promo last week and some of the kind of hints of heelish Cody coming out from that previous one seemed to have gotten Dustin on edge because it very quickly turns into like a shoot interview, or at least it looks like a shoot interview. He says, Cody, I will be facing off with you really soon. It's pretty neat, right? And a crowd cheers. Yeah, the funny thing is, Brandy called me last night. Listen, this is a shoot, he says. She said to me, so how do you want to give Cody the belt back? It says, how do you want to give Cody his belt back? Can you believe that? It's not, congratulations, brother-in-law. You did it. You're the champion. It's, thanks for keeping it warm. Now give it back to the golden child. Cody was always the favorite son of the family. When I languished in gold paint, making a mockery of myself, Cody got special attention from Dad and the company we worked for. When we got to partner up, it was always about making glorious Cody Rhodes look like a star. When he left, it was somehow my fault that he didn't have the fortitude to make it. Listen here, little brother. This is not your belt. It's not my belt either. It's the goddamn NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. If it's anyone's belt, it's Dad's belt. And until you respect it, you're not going to win it. Because I'm going to give you a hell of a fight. And overall, not too bad. C-. Dustin, pretty damn good promo. Ended on a 73. Increased our popularity 18 regions. Yeah, not bad. Actually, even like some of the weaker matches for round 2s and stuff like that, for the tournament, actually didn't look too horrible. The worst one was the Company Men versus Devastation Corporation. So, actually not too bad. I'm loving the randomness of this. I'm really excited to see what the hell else comes out of it. We will have to see. All right. Ooh, oh! CM Punk just got divorced by AJ Lee. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, he's kind of insufferable. I could see it. And apparently a friendship between Dean Ambrose and Corey Graves is over. I'm sure we will read about it in Corey Graves' Twitter. Anything else going on in here? Nothing crazy. Scotty O'Shea got a title victory in A1. And let's see, Viper got a contract in Eve, and Rory's upset about how he's being booked still, even though I gave him a huge win and had him dominate. We'll get him there. I'm gonna make him happy. It's fine. So, not bad. In fact, we only lost 10K from that. A lot of it was still workers' expenses, though. It's going to cost a lot, unfortunately. We made $8,000 in ticket sales, but $20,000 in TV revenue. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. We're still going to end up losing like 40K a week like this, or 40K a month like this. We kind of just have to hope that we continue to build momentum. Actually, we just lost all our... I think it actually rotates every quarter. We lost a lot of our momentum for recently from the regional wars. So we'll have to work on that. Man, we're still kind of dipping. We need big matches. We got talent. We just got to get it there. We got to stop getting injuries and stop getting vacated titles. That's the only thing I can think of. Anyways, guys, that is it from me. Join me again next week for another Starcade. And then I believe after that will be... No, I've got a couple more for NWA Legacy, which will see Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes face off in the main event, which should be a lot of fun. I think we're building towards it pretty nicely. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me today. See you next time.